Okay, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, Christmas Eve, and I'm still working on this fiddle here that you've seen me working on here, and I want to explain a couple things before I go on. Number one, this fiddle has been, they asked me to fix up this violin for mostly display purposes. No one in the family plays. It is, and has been, a train wreck of an instrument. Handmade, rough, refinished. What I imagine was repaired poorly early on, and so I'm doing the best I can with it. A couple things I want to explain this. Why is I'm getting ready to use some wood glue to attach this. Number one, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I want to get some sleep. Number two, I just left my pot open and I've ruined a batch of glue and I don't want to mix any more up. Number three, I'm just going to use a little bit lightly here to bond it to the neck. That would take very little effort to separate if it needed to be, and I'm going to do the same thing with the saddle and probably use a little bit of super glue, a dot of super glue for the nut at the top. And so I'm trying to just hurry this along because my client wants it for, he wants it tomorrow night. So hopefully all I should be able to do is come in and dress these pegs up a little bit better, fit a bridge on it, set a sound post, and go and give it to him. He actually lives across the street from me. His name's Wendell Ship. He's doing it for his lovely wife, Dara. This fiddle used to belong to her father, is my understanding. And he wanted to surprise her by having it fixed up for her as a Christmas gift. And I was glad to oblige. And like I said, I've learned so much from this instrument. It has been quite a blessing to work on it. It will be playable when I am done with it, but I can't imagine how playable it was before or how it sounded because it, the structural integrity was not great. The bass bar was very tiny and poorly carved. I didn't even see a sound post nor marking for a sound post. I don't know if this thing ever had a sound post in it. Hopefully it did. So I'm thinking anything I've done will by chance be an improvement. So that is my explanation of having to use wood glue at 1 a.m. on Christmas Eve day. Thank you. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, already in progress. So this is my little makeshift lathe here. I'm trying to work on some sound posts while I'm letting my glue cure over here for the nut and the saddle. Kind of forcing myself to be patient. So I have made my little makeshift lathe here, a vertical lathe, I guess you call it. And I am working on rounding out some sound posts from some very straight grain screws that I already had. It's very well seasoned. And so we'll see how this goes. basically all I'm doing is using a rasp and a file to checking it as I go.
Because he can do it.
That's not too bad. I tried this once with the tried it once with a chisel. Doesn't really work as well. This leather over here I should really use for that. It's going to get my fingers pretty fast. There it is.
Tomorrow, Hydra will stand master of the world, born to victory on the wings of the Valkyrie. And his weapons will be called against us. Cut off one head.
That's running it over pretty good.
More shall
Want to get some 60 grit?
Hydra.
Finish sound post. Some good looking grain on there. Now, one thing before I get cussed out here is that I am using just a regular wiping stain because this thing has been roughly stained before. It has been refinished poorly. And so instead of trying to mix a proper finish and match it, I can tell that this has been a homemade varnish job. So why try to polish the edges when the top and bottom look the way they do? Not trying to knock anybody's fiddle. It's just you don't want to overdo one point that's really not that critical to the look of the piece. Okay. One tip I wanted to share with you is if you take those little black binder clips that you bind stacks of paper with, if you ever see one that's been thrown away or anything, grab it up, pop those little handles off there. These work better to me than the little keys they give you to tighten these down with. Sometimes you'll find them that are just like a little eyelet and a hook, and those are easy to lose. But if I see one of these that's been thrown away, I usually pop it off, keep it, and keep them in a cup next to my desk. The 3/4 and the half size ones work the best because it has the diameter of the wire is actually perfect for turning that, and the length of the wire, most of the time it won't go through there, especially if you start bending it. As soon as you turn it, it won't go through and start scratching the end there. So just be careful and use it smartly, and you'll be fine.